What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Top 10 Tuesday episode. That is right, the series is back in full effect. And one day after the 31 Days of Horror has ended, I'm back making videos. So I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare for this video, so I basically just kind of wung it. I know there's tons and tons of films set on Halloween. Of course, this is going to be my top 10 Halloween or horror films set on Halloween, which is also excluding the Halloween franchise. I didn't put anything in there from there because, I mean, that's just kind of cheating, really. So besides the Halloween franchise, this is 10 films that I thought up pretty much as I was driving home from work after my 11-hour days. So, yeah, I got some pretty good ones in here. And yeah, without further ado, this is episode 99, which is really, really cool. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing for 100 next week, but maybe something cool. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, guys, for everyone that's been asking where the series has been, it's you know, I forgot to mention in the last video that I was going to be taking the month off for the 31 Days of Horror because it's just too many videos to do. I just don't have the time to pump out that type of shit. So without further ado, let's get right into this. In at number 10 is a film called Halloween Night. Now, this film right here was actually produced by the Asylum. Now, if you're familiar with the Asylum, they're basically a company that does like mockbusters and shit like that. They do really bad films, is essentially what it is. But don't let that fool you, because this one actually is not like a big CG fest or anything. It's actually pretty cool. It's got, you know, practical effects and stuff. I mean, not the most original story, but it's basically about this guy that was kind of wrongfully accused of killing his family. And he got sent away to this asylum for like 10 years, which ultimately made him insane. And he breaks out on Halloween, heads back to the house where he lived. Kind of sounds like Halloween. And, of course, there's new owners, and they're having a party, and he's trying to find evidence, you know, to prove his innocence, but that doesn't quite work out, and he starts killing off people one by one. It's actually really entertaining. It's pretty low budget, but it's fun, man. It's fun. It's set on Halloween. It has a pretty good Halloween atmosphere to it. And, yeah, it's got some really funny moments in it, too. There's this one... See, actually, I won't give it away, but it's during the party, it just fucking cracks me up, man. It's so ridiculously funny. Yeah, this is not the Mark Polonia film, also of the same title, Halloween Night. I believe that's a Killer Scarecrow film, actually, that's on Halloween. So, which I also do own. I haven't seen it in a long time, but Halloween Night, I really enjoy this one. Check it out. In at number 10. And at number 9 is a film called Mischief Night. And this is one of two films from 2013 that came out that year with the exact same title. This is not the slasher film. I don't know if I've actually ever seen the other Mischief Night, come to think of it. This is basically kind of a home invasion film with a twist. It actually has, Malcolm McDowell has like a little bit of a part in this film and stuff, but it's basically about this dude right here. He's trying to break into this house, and you know, it's a pretty interesting film, actually. I really enjoyed this one. When I first watched it, it caught me completely off guard. I did not see what happened coming, and it was really good. It had a really cool, you know, Halloween atmosphere and shit like that, and it was fun. It was really cool, so check it out. Mischief Night in at number 9. In at number 8 is Hellbent. This is a gay slasher film set on Halloween, actually. About a bunch of friends that go to a Halloween party, they start getting picked off one by one. The guys that haven't died yet, they start to realize that, you know, they're probably next and things like that. So, but yeah, don't let that discourage you from watching just because it's, you know, gay men and things like that. It's a really fun and well-made film. I really enjoy this one. It was a big surprise, actually. I didn't really know what to expect from this one, but I thought it was shot really well. It was acted well. It had some pretty cool kills, and it's just kind of everything you want from a slasher film. And being set on Halloween, yeah, you got to check it out, man. But Hellbent, pretty cool stuff. In at number 8. In at number 7, of course, is the Jeff Lieberman film from, when did this one come out? 2004 or something? Yeah, 2004. Satan's Little Helper. About this boy that's obsessed with this video game, and he, you know, ends up ultimately meeting this guy that's dressed up like the dude from the video game, who is kind of Satan himself. and they start wreaking havoc on Halloween. Really fun film. When I first watched this film, I was like, this is such a great premise for a film, man. It works so well. It's got great comedy in it, really cool kills, and the fucking mask on this, man, on Satan is just awesome too. It's just totally awesome shit. I love this picture on the back. Him looking up at that little boy looking up at fucking Satan. Oh shit, that shit cracks me up, man. I was looking at this earlier and it was making me laugh. I haven't watched Satan's Little Helper actually in a long time. I need to revisit it, but Jeff Lieberman, such a good director, man. I did Squirm, of course, and Blue Sunshine, and among films. But yeah, Satan's Little Helper, good shit, man. That was in at number 7. In at number 6 is Murder Party, directed by, what's his name, Jerry Salner? Recently did The Green Room, and he also did Blue Ruin. So I actually haven't seen The Green Room, but I've heard really good things, and I loved Murder Party, and I love Blue Ruin, so apparently this guy is kind of a new awesome director. But Murder Party, basically about this dude here that finds a random invitation on the streets, and it's inviting people to this party, and he accepts, kind of, or not kind of, but he accepts, dresses up, goes to this warehouse where they're hosting this party, only to find out that it's kind of a disguise for that they want to fuck with him and torture him and shit like that. And so hence Murder Party. But it's really fun, man. Really, really funny shit in this movie, man. This movie had me cracking up. I love this character. Just everything that was going on in this movie was just so much fun. If you haven't seen Murder Party, give it a shot. Napoleon Dynamite meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's a pretty funny quote, actually. But yeah, it has some funny ass shit in this movie. When I first seen this, I couldn't believe how funny this movie was. I was pissing myself. It's really good. But yeah, check out Murder Party. Good stuff. In at number 6. In at number 5 is the French film Livid, or Livid, however you want to call it. I think Livid. Directed by Julian Maury and Alexander Brustor. How do you ever say their names? The duo that directed, of course, Inside, which is just fucking fantastic also. This movie right here is all set on Halloween. I've talked about this one many times, about this girl that's took a job watching this lady who's kind of bedridden and stuff, and apparently she has riches in the house, so she calls up some of her friends to break into this house, and then it just turns into a twisted nightmare. It's a good quote. This movie's very, very atmospheric and just gnarly. It's just such a fun ride. If you're like me and you love atmospheric horror films set in kind of like one location and shit, check out Livid or Livid. It's really amazing. It's just shot so well. It's acted well. It's really creepy. It's really good shit, man. Just give it a shot. Awesome stuff. And of course it is French, so it's subtitled, but yeah. In at number 5. In at number 4 is one of my favorite movies of the 2000s, and that is May. I love this movie. Angela Bettis just knocks us out of the goddamn park. Lucky McKee, I think, just by far his best film. Basically a character study of this girl named May. She's kind of fucked in the head, actually. She's really fucked in the head. She's had relationship problems. She's had, family issues and things like that. And ultimately, she kind of snaps on Halloween and does her thing. Yeah, this one's really good. If you've never seen May, check it out. It's just a fantastic film. I actually give this movie a 10 out of 10. I think it's a perfect film. It's just amazing to me. I could watch this one over and over again. Angela Bettis is one of those kind of hypnotizing actresses, man. She just, for me, does no wrong. In everything I've ever seen her in, she's really great. She always puts on a good performance. Even if she's in a bad film, she really always sticks out. And, she was born to play this character, I think, because she just pulls it off so well. The awkwardness of May is so felt throughout this film. It's incredible how they captured it. But yeah, May. Check that one out. In at number 4. Sorry, guys, I'm so sick. In at number 3, of course, is the Canadian classic Ginger Snaps. How could you have a top 10 list without Ginger Snaps? It's just an amazing werewolf film. It's got amazing characters in it. It's just an awesome story. The effects are fucking gnarly in this. It's just got so many quotable lines in this movie also. There's just so much good things going on in this movie. oh, what's her name? I always forget. Emily Perkins. She's such a creepy. She's so creepy in this film, man. Catherine Isabelle, of course, is just fantastic. She's just so beautiful. But Emily Perkins, man, just she's just amazing in this movie. But yeah, I mean, everyone's seen Ginger Snaps. Just a fantastic werewolf film. Yeah, can't say enough good things about it. In at number 3. In at number 2, of course, is one of my favorites. Oh, I could watch this movie any time of the year. It's just amazing. Night of the Demons, man. Kevin Tenney's classic. Oh, it's just so good, man. Hull House, you know, a bunch of people go to this house to party, and of course, you know, they start getting possessed and shit goes down. Yeah, isn't that awesome? Eat a bowl of fuck. Isn't so sweet? Yeah, I met Kevin Tenney Wasteland a couple years ago, and he was just awesome. Really cool stuff. But great effects in this. Lena Quigley looks amazing. Her in the store when she bends over, man. Oh fuck, isn't that just iconic? It's like amazing shit. But you know, still to this day, man, I personally think that the lipstick through the nipple is just like one of the coolest looking effects, man. Even though it's not really the hardest thing in the world to do, but it's like it's one of those effects that just always kind of sticks with you. But just an insanely quotable film. So much fun. Love the music in this film. Love the setting. Awesome stuff. Night of the Demons. You got to watch it every Halloween. It's got good stuff. And at number 2, and of course, in at number 1 is of course going to be Trick or Treat. Another perfect film for me. This movie is just a modern classic in my opinion. Everything about this film is fantastic. We recently just did a Halloween episode on the podcast, which I actually haven't uploaded the podcast to my channel yet. It's up on Horophilia and iTunes and things like that right now, but I need to put that up. I've just been really busy. But yeah, we talk about this in pretty grave detail, and you know, actually point out a couple things that are even slightly kind of wrong with the film, but to me, it's perfect, man. The way they blend all the stories in this is just fantastic. It's shot well. It's very uniquely done. Awesome characters, great costumes. I mean, Sam is just iconic, but the principal, man, it's just so good. Brian Cox does a great job in this film. Yeah, what's his name? Michael Dougherty. Not Michael Dougherty. He's the damn director. I'm so bad with names, but anyways. Yeah, Dylan Baker, he's awesome. But this movie, some of the greatest atmosphere. I love the bus story in this film, and I like how that gets incorporated throughout the whole story and stuff. But oh man, the atmosphere in that scene is just amazing. It's just something you can't fuck with. So but yeah, that's gonna do it for my top 10. There's so many films, so if I don't have your favorite one on there, I'm sorry, but this is just my list that I came up with. There's literally so many I could have put on here. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow actually was on the list, and then I had to change that last minute for Levide. I completely forgot about it, but Dark Knight of the Scarecrow is I think it's kind of set on Halloween. Maybe for like a day or something like that. I can't exactly remember. I've reviewed that movie a couple times, but anyways, guys, quick little recap here. Halloween Night, Mischief Night at number 9, Hellbent number 8, Satan's Little Helper number 7, Murder Party number 6, Levide number 5, May number 4, Ginger Snaps in at number 3, Night of the Demons in at number 2, and of course Trick or Treat. And yeah, now I can get back to watching Waxwork. Yeah. Checking out that Vestra on Blu-ray right now. But yeah, I usually don't keep the TV on when I do these. I just kind of forgot. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for episode 99 here on the Top 10 Tuesday series. And I will see you guys next week, of course, in episode 100. And until then, peace!